Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Tiffany, this is Tiffin Stitches, and today we're gonna talk about my winter knitting plans. So originally today I was gonna be uploading a making vlog, but the sweater has taken me just a little bit longer than expected. I actually should have it finished today, so that vlog's gonna have to wait, and instead we're moving this video forward. So there's all this stuff in the bed. So yeah, first of all, before I jump in, if you haven't been here before, my name's Tiffany. I'm from a suburb of Houston, Texas, on the north side by the Woodlands, if you guys have ever heard of that. I have 2 boys and a dog, and I love to knit. So I started knitting many years ago. I learned in college, and yeah, I love it. So the sweater I'm wearing today is not hand knit. This is something I purchased off Amazon. If I can find it, I will link it below. It's just a comfy, like, color block sweater. So that's what that is. But okay, so I guess the way that I feel like I should maybe start off this video is to kind of recap my fall knitting and what I'm rolling over to winter. As of today, when I'm filming this, it is Saturday, December 14th. And winter doesn't officially start until December 21st. So I am still wrapping up fall knitting, although I did not accomplish, the plans totally changed from my fall knitting video, because I signed up for a all over colorwork test knit that took up most of the fall. And I signed up for a sample knit that's going to take up part of the winter. So, but only a part of it, and we'll have plenty of time to knit other things. So I do have some plans, some rollover whips that I want to focus in on and get finished up. And so that's what we're gonna talk about today. So first, we will start with my sample knit. I cannot show you guys the colors of it as of today. It is for Lauren from Treehouse Knits, and it's using her Advent, 4 of her Advent colors from this year, and so I can't share it until after Christmas. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna quickly just get this part out of the way, put you guys in black and white, and talk a little bit about where I'm at on the pattern and what pattern it is and all that stuff, but I can't show you the colors. So stay tuned for a podcast after Christmas, and I will be sharing this this sweater because I can share it after that. But okay, so this is the Stripes sweater by Andrea Mowry. This is a sample knit for Treehouse Knits, and I am almost done with the yoke. Let me get it to where it's not falling off the needles. Give me one sec. Okay, so here is where we are at. And I've got probably about 2 stripes, 2 or 3 more stripes in the yoke, and then we will be done with the yoke. I have 1 more yoke increase round to go, but I've got to knit straight for a while until that point. So yeah, so this is a striped, all over striped pattern by Andrea Mowry with a circular yoke construction. I've never done, this is actually my first circular yoke, believe it or not, and I'm enjoying it. So I'm using Lauren's sport weight base paired with her cashmere lace base in one of the stripes. Spoiler, you can't see the colors, but this stripe here is the cashmere lace, and I'm knitting this for her in the size 4. And yeah, I mean, that's really all I have to say. My deadline for this is January 6th. So I'm really hunkering down on this. I'm gonna try to make a lot of progress on it over the next couple of weeks so I can get that in the mail to her. Actually, I need to get it finished in the next couple of weeks. So it's gonna be a sweater that I am cranking out. Like, we gotta buckle down. So, but I'm enjoying it. It's stripes, it's very potato chippy, so I think I can do it. I'm taking this with me to the movies today. We're gonna go see Moana 2, and this is coming with, since it's in a section that's like purely stockinette. So that is one of my fall starts. that I'm rolling into winter. It will definitely be worked on during the winter season. The next, I have many whips that are rolling over, but there's 3 that I want to focus on and finish that I'm rolling over from fall. So first of those, I'm holding in this really cute duffel bag my sister got me for being a bridesmaid in her wedding. It has my initial on it, and it's like the perfect knitting bag. It's got a nice pocket on the inside, leather straps, so I'm holding it in that. It's not a project bag. I don't know where she got it. And this is my porcelain sweater by Lay Knit. I still need to rip this back a bit, and so it's kind of just been sitting on hold, but I would love to get this done. So this is going to be something that comes back out once I finish my iris. This is going to be my color work kind of focus, and I would love to have this as a finished sweater this winter. I am knitting this in the size small medium, I think, or no, just medium. There's not a small medium. There's an extra small small, then there's a medium. So I'm knitting this in the size medium in the called for yarn, which is Sandnes Garn 10 Peer Ghent held with Sandnes Garn 10 Silk Mohair. And I am holding the main color is almond and oatmeal held together, and then the contrast color is blackberry in both colors. So that is what you guys have seen this before. I have to rip back. I missed a couple rows in the color work in this section, so that is on my to-do list to get that ripped back. You'll probably see that during Vlogmas because I need to do it sooner rather than later. So that is one of my fall knits that we are hoping to get finished this winter since we got derailed. The next one is my Hannah cardigan, My Size by Noelle Knits. Let me find the right side. Okay, so this is where we're at. I did work on this fall. I absolutely love it. I want the finished product so bad. And I would love to really make some good progress on this winter. I am knitting this one in the size medium as well. It is all over Fisherman's Rib, if you can see that. And I am knitting this with Woolfolk Fleck in the color F1, I think. Let's see. This is the skein. Yeah, F1, which is this really pretty tweedy neutral. And I'm holding that with Knitting for Olive mohair in the color Snowflake. And that's giving me a very squishy, fuzzy fabric, and I think it's gonna be the most beautiful neutral cardigan. This pattern, I was inspired to knit this by String Things by Mel. If you guys have seen her version of this sweater, it's absolutely gorgeous. I'll put a picture of it here. And I just chose a tweedy yarn, but I wanted to stick true to that neutral coloring like she has. And I think once I finish it, I'm gonna do a pretty tortoiseshell button because I think that will bring out the tweed colors, the brown and the blacks of the tweed. And yeah, I'm working on the back panel on the called for needles. And I think I just have a little bit more to go. I have to get to a certain length of just knitting Fisherman's Rib straight before I pick up the shoulder stitches. So that is a whip that I hope to make some good progress on this winter and carry over from the fall. I'm holding this in a bag I got off Amazon that also has my initial on it, just like a big duffel bag, and it fits all, there's a lot of skeins for this project, so it fits them all in there. And then the last whip that I'm sure you guys can guess, I am bringing over from the fall that I want to focus on. There are other whips, and maybe they will come out. I do want to get some work done on my Monday sweater. I just don't know when I'm going to pull that out, but these are my 3 like primary carryovers. And this is my Ingrid sweater by Petite Knit. I'm knitting this in this size small, and I'm knitting it with a combination of Holskarn, a cone of Holskarn in the color Sweet Pea, and I'm holding that with Knitting for Olive mohair in the color Dusty Rose. And it's getting me this absolutely beautiful fabric that is gonna be so warm and cozy, and I love it. So I have started picking up the neckline, and hit a snag with my yarn. I think I need to take it out and restart picking that up. I also have needles in for the body of this, and I only have a few more sections of the body and then the sleeves, obviously. So this one, I really do hope to finish. Probably gonna be the next thing that I crank out once I finish my sample knit, because I really, really want this finished object. It's gonna be so warm for the colder months, so I'd like to have this done in January. Like, I'd really like to have it done. So this one I'm just holding in a maker's market. We have a maker's market that comes to Houston, and I went to the last one. There's another one actually coming up pretty soon, but it was just a maker's market tote that I got for free for going to that. Well, I probably paid for it with my tickets, but you know what I mean. Okay, so those are all of the whips that we're gonna focus on bringing over. You may see different other ones pop up in podcasts. Just, I may on a whim decide to pull out a different whip that I started in the fall. But the other two things that I wanna talk about are new projects that I have not started yet. Actually, no, three new things I have not started yet, but I would like to. Okay, so the first one, I'm gonna go get something because it goes with this. Hold on. So in terms of the projects that I want to start that are new, that I have not started yet. Sorry, pulling up my Ravelry library here. That I haven't started yet, but I would like to. The first thing, oh, that one's pretty, okay. The first thing is that I have a skirt that I bought off of Amazon, have yet to wear. And this is the skirt. It's navy and orange and really pretty. Got some browns and tans in there. And I have this cone from Holzgarn in their Super Soft in the color Mariner, which is a beautiful navy blue, and I think it's meant to be paired with this skirt. So I have a couple options. I haven't settled 100% on what sweater I want to make, but I do think I want to get a mohair that goes well with this, like a pretty navy blue mohair. There's a couple petite knit patterns because I think that a basic would look really pretty with this. So the first one is the No Frills sweater by Petite Knit. I'll put a picture of that here. I think that this would be a beautiful color in that sweater, and it would be really versatile. Obviously, I don't have to wear it with this skirt. I just want a sweater to wear with this skirt for Thanksgiving next year, and I feel like that would be a really cute outfit. Also, there is the Moby sweater, which is not as much of a basic, but I think that it would be really pretty with the plaid skirt because it's got some pattern and some texture and some cables, and it would look pretty and very fall. And then also there is the Melange sweater, which I do have a cone of oatmeal that I could marl this with, and that would look really pretty with this as well. Although it might be a little bit busy, but I think that would be a really pretty combo. So those are the petite knit patterns I could make out of this. The other pattern I feel like would look really, really pretty in this yarn, I already bought a different yarn to make this pattern, and I may end up making two of them because I think it would also look really, really good in this combo, which is the Rib Wave sweater by Irene Lynn, I think. No, Joanna Eng. Wrong designer. Sorry about that. Rib Wave by Joanna Eng, I think would be absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous in this color. And that leads me to my second project that I would like to make. I did order yarn. It is not here yet. It was a pre-order from Treehouse Knits Season of the Stitch collection. And it is this beautiful burgundy color. And this I purchased for a Rib Wave sweater. So I cannot wait to cast that on. That will be happening this winter. I think it will be a beautiful holiday sweater for next year, and I just can't wait to work up this pattern. I've heard great things, and I may end up with two of them. We'll see. But I have some options. But the burgundy color is gonna be absolutely beautiful in the Rib Wave, and I can't wait to make it. The last new cast on, no, two more. The next new cast on I also do not have the yarn for, and it is coming from Treehouse Knits as well. It was from the same collection, and I got a sweater's quantity of the Surrey Brushed DK in this gorgeous green right here. And I want to make a Cumulus blouse for the holidays as well. So that's what this yarn is intended for. I think it will be absolutely beautiful. Can't wait to see it in person. And for sure that's gonna be a Cumulus blouse, as long as I can get gauge. Now, if I don't get gauge, because the Cumulus blouse is 2 strands of Surrey held together. So I figured if I got a DK that I would be basically just reducing the number of strands I have to hold, but hopefully get the same gauge. So I have to swatch for that before I guess I say for sure that's what it will become, but that is the hope, is that that's what that becomes. And yeah, the last sweater that I hope to get on my needles, which I have to finish a different pattern by her, I already showed you guys, before I can cast this one on, is going to be the Terracotta Sweater by Lay Knit. It's another colorwork sweater, but it has some texture to it, and I absolutely love this, and I need it, and I love the colors that she did it in, so I went very similar, and I got Isair Alpaca 2, and the main color is color 0, I think, E0, and then the contrast color is color 1. And I did get mohairs to hold these with because this is too light. So I did get a darker mohair to darken up that color. I can't wait to swatch this. I'll probably be swatching this pretty soon. This is in the color Mushroom Rose. It's Knitting for Olive Soft Silk Mohair. And I think it's going to just bring this up to a tan to match the pattern. And then the mohair I got for the contrast, if I can find a skein of it, is from Isair and their silk mohair in the color number 28. And it's just a solid match for that. So I will be hopefully casting this on this winter, and my mom got me this yarn for my birthday, so that was very nice. And I cannot wait to have that sweater on the needles. So I think that's everything that I'm hoping to knit this winter. I've got my work cut out for me because I'm not taking on any more deadline knits. I've already committed that to myself because I do want these objects. And I think at the time in my life when these test knits and, well, the Iris Pullover test knit is one of the most beautiful sweaters I've ever seen. And when given the opportunity to test knit it and take on that challenge of Fair Isle all over colorwork that I've never done before, I couldn't pass it up. The striped sweater, I think, was just a needed distraction and a cool opportunity. I love Lauren's yarn and thought it would be really, really cool to participate in that sample process. And I'm glad I'm doing it. I think it's really cool. But I have all these other patterns that I hope to finish and make, and so I'm not going to take on any more deadline knits after this sample is done, and I'm going to focus in on my whips. I have so many on the needles that I started with the hopes that I would have them available to pick up, and I haven't picked them up as often because I've been, squirrel, seeing other things. So we're going to focus in here in the winter and spring and make some progress on the sweaters that we set out to make this season. So I'll keep you guys updated along the way, and yeah, we'll circle back in the spring and see what we got done. Thank you so much for watching. If you like these kind of videos or vlogs or podcasts, I hope that you'll stick around, subscribe, and be a part of this little group we're creating over here. And I appreciate you being here, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.